Hello there, my name is Pastor CHRIS OfUanI, the President of Relationship Lifeline Network International. I have a mandate to help people in their relationship and marriages so that they can make the best out of it. I've always said that the principles that govern marriage and relationship have never changed. They are still the same. The only thing that has changed from time to time is the methodology, the approach. The principles are always constant, but the methods could change. But whatever it is, the target for our mission is to see that you are engaging the right principles, involving yourself with the right practices, and then getting the right results. Today, I want to look at something very important before I introduce you to something I think you will need, and that is the issue of sexual errors. Now, there's a quote I want to lift here, and I'll talk about it. It says, "Sexual errors does not begin in your bedroom. It begins in your heart. Seeking to see, hear, and imagine sexually sponsored or induced materials is a solid foundation that can promote and endorse sexual errors." The key thing I want you to understand from this quote is that sexual errors does not begin in your bedroom. Most sexual anomalies and perversions does not begin in your bedroom or in that hotel room. No, it begins in your heart. It begins in your heart. And how does it start? When you seek to see, hear, and imagine sexually sponsored, induced materials, you have laid a solid foundation that can promote and endorse sexual errors. Now, what that means is that you must be able to have mastery over your heart, over your mind. You must have mastery over what you think, the content of your heart. If you don't monitor your thoughts, you are going to get into error very fast. That is why a rapist doesn't just rape on impulse. He rapes in a programmed method. That's why they have a particular system. They have a protocol of observations that they do before they get their victims. So please, my friend, I want you to understand that your heart is very, very important to the things that come out from your life. Do not kid with it. Do not joke with it, because if you don't mind your heart or mind your mind, the world will lead you astray. Nothing happens by accident. Everything that happens around us are a product of series of events that we have permitted to happen to us in our heart. Everything begins from the heart. So please watch out what you allow in your heart. Censor your heart. In the media, there's what they call censorship. Censor your heart. That is to say, put a gauge, put rules and regulations, create boundaries that must not, create what they call red line. Once there's a red line, you cross the red line, then you have crossed into danger. That's exactly what it means. So I want you to please be careful with what you allow to get into. Whether you are married or not is not the issue. There are a lot of married people that are living in sexual perversion. Believe me, that's the truth. So many people are involved in anal sex today, oral sex, and all kinds of sexual perversions, lesbianism, homosexualism. Some of these things were not original to the people. They were introduced to it by the things they allowed into their heart. And they began to enjoy it. And of course, you know that sin is pleasurable. In case you don't know, sin is pleasurable. When you are having it, you are like, wow, this is the real stuff. But the consequences can be very destructive. Before I shut down on this session today, let me remind you of the quote I just handled. And it says, sexual errors does not begin in your bedroom. It begins in your heart. So seeking to see, hear, and imagine sexually sponsored or induced materials is a solid foundation that can promote and endorse sexual errors. So check all that you allow to come into your heart. I pray that you will be able to make the right decisions and enjoy that relationship and your marriage. For you who is not yet married, of course, you know that I don't encourage any sexual activity when you are not married, because you have no business with it. But for you who is married, you can also have the worst kind of marriage because of inappropriate sexual activities. That you are married does not mean you can do anything you like sexually with your partner. There are guidelines. Everything in life has protocol of operation, including sex. Please do the right thing and God will bless you. Now, you might be wondering if you can lay hold on any material that can introduce you to such wonderful deep quotes. Good news, I have it for you. My experiences have made me to put together compendium of quotes that are in volumes 1, 2, and 3 of what I call relationship punchlines. You can gain access to volume 1 to you. Just go to Amazon bookstore or Sila. Go to the links under this video, click it, and it will take you there so you can get your copy for yourself and your friends. These are valuable materials that can assist you any day. I call it relationship and marriage companion. Just get there, you'll find quotes, 120 of them. It cuts across every segment of marriage and relationship. Just get it for yourself and you will never regret it. You can follow me on the social media. Subscribe to this YouTube channel, Relationship Lifeline Network International. You can also go to our Facebook page, Relationship Lifeline Network. Every day we post stories that will enlighten you, empower you, and help you to enjoy different dimensions of marriage and relationship and life at large. Just go to the Facebook page, Relationship Lifeline Network, and you'll be glad to be following us there. Email address, relationshipresponse@gmail.com. Make use of all the feedback templates that you have there, and then I'll be glad to talk with you. You have a question I would like to answer. You have an event you want me to talk about, something that will benefit your guest, why not? I'll be available for you, both virtually and physically. The Lord bless you, and thank you for being part of today's broadcast. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.